guys, welcome to Becky B Tarot. Today we are doing a twin flame society collective, whatever you like, pick a pile reading. So there's just two piles. We've got pile 1, the selenite wand, pile 2, the rose quartz wand. So I've already pulled the piles. We've got I've used exactly the same decks and that in each pile, but I'm just going to give you a minute to pick whatever one you're drawn to. Pile 1, selenite, pile 2, rose quartz. Okay. If you hear any weird noises, that would be my dog. Okay. I don't know why it's not staying. There we go. Right, so pile 1 is the selenite. Again, let's go selenite wand. So I am using the Romance Angels deck, the Moonology decks, and the Magical Unicorn Oracle deck, and I'm going to clarify with Mystic Moon Oracles deck. So let's see what we've got. I just heard it's all about to get better. Okay, pile 1. Okay. Straight off the bat, I feel like you need to release the codependency of the idea of having like an engagement or like a marriage. That's kind of coming through. I haven't probably got into it, but it's like that may have been something you've wanted for a very long time, but you've got almost very codependent on that. Let's save those to last. So I feel like it's been a tough time. You've been through a lot. I'm just trying to figure out, with this release your ex card, I don't feel like this is like you're clinging on really tight to the actual person. What it is you're clinging on really tight to all the issues regarding that person, if that makes sense. I don't want me to clarify with these ones. Oh, I see what they're saying. So this is going to be all about you, and then they want me to pull separately at the end regarding your twins kind of energy and vibe. So I feel there may have been some third-party situations. It feels like either this person may have been cheating or lies or whatever. There's a bit of deceit, or third parties, whatever, were being put above you in general, your feelings, what you wanted, and they chose to move that way, whether it be the third party doesn't have to be another person. It can also be work, drugs, alcohol, take it over resonates for you. But I feel like if this person, it wasn't happening whilst you were together, I feel like this person then jumped straight into something else after you kind of broke. And you really hold a lot of anger and negativity towards that person for either them dealing with that and picking other things or other people over you whilst the connection was still, or you guys were around each other or spending time with each other or talking or whatever. And then the rest of you are the ones that you were kind of broke, but then they went straight into something else. You're angry because you feel like it was just rushed, like you just went on to someone else. Like you was a bit like, oh, okay, what about me then? So I feel like you have been doing work. You've been like, you're not fully there. You're not fully at a point of understanding everything yet, reaching unconditional love or anything yet, but you are working on your codependency issues, and I feel like that was really bad and hard for you, but I do believe you've done it. Like, you have worked on them. Yes, you've worked on this, like, your codependence of the idea of what, like, you had this image of like this happy family vibe. Not to say you can't have an happy family, and a happy family comes in many number of ways. Some people it could be a couple that have like 5 cats, that's their family. However, but take it out if it resonates, but you had this like imagery in your mind that you were just stuck to regarding this person, and it's like the more you're doing the work, the more you're realizing that actually like you can co-create, and if this person doesn't sort their shit out, then it's fine. Like you can create other ways of getting this like the 10 of Cups for yourself, you know. You're not codependent on it being like, oh, I have to get married, or I have to get engaged, or I have to get this, I have to get that. That's what you've kind of worked through, which is really good. How far on engagement? Do this for like how far on engagement, please. Yeah, like this idea of just a family, and like you just were hugely codependent on an image illusion in your mind that you thought how it should be, and you've definitely worked for it. For some of you, I mean, the energy can bounce, take it how it resonates, but one of you guys is really watching the other, and watching the other be really in their power. Like, I feel like Empress mode is set on for the feminine. Like, she's really owning her shit at the minute, and the masculine is watching her. Like, whether that be actually watching her, or just like social medias. I feel more it's like hidden watching, so probably on social media. But they're watching. The masculine is watching the feminine. And kind of seeing that they're kind of in their shit big time, like. And although the masculine is definitely watching, the masculine is not ready to bring forward any kind of new beginning, clearly, whatsoever. Yeah, okay. So we've got the love, talk about your feelings, and you'll know in the morning. So it feels, it feels a bit like you've really gone through a lot of your feelings, and you are figuring your shit out and how you feel about the situation and whatever and that person, and you're getting wiser and you're on the journey, so you're starting to like look at things a bit differently, get a different perspective. You understand that you love them and that you will always love them. It just feels a bit like you're missing something. So actually, rather than like, even though you are trying to work through and talking to yourself, you're actually numbing yourself, like, because there's certain points that you don't want to go there, you don't want to look at, and you've got to start going there. You've got to start working through those things so you can kind of get your clarity and get what you need from that. Yeah, you're kind of at a bit of a crossroads here, because what it is you've like begun the journey. Take this energy over it resonates. It's not you, it'll be your twin. This is, no, I'm not going to say it feels more feminine, but whatever, because the energies bounce between masculine and feminine there. But you're at a crossroads at the minute, which is where like you've been mute, silenced for quite a long time. And you've now started to work through and got lots of you've got passion for yourself and your dreams now. So you're at this crossroads where it's like, right, well, I have all this stuff for this person, and that's like unfinished business. But I'm really like working through my shit, and I've aspired to get to certain places now, and you, like I said, your perspective is starting to change, and you're realizing that you can create your 10 of Cups, and you've been sat here for a little while, for a minute it feels like, and the reason why you're still sat is because you need to move forward. I know you're at this crossroads, but you know it's a choice. Happiness is a choice. Doing the work on the twin flame journey is a choice. I actually met someone that knows about it. She kind of got awakened, but she's just never done the work, and I find it really strange, but yeah. And the weird thing is, for this pile, this might not be for all of you, but your emotions are running high at the minute, because you're coming to the realisation, like I said, of that you can create your own 10 of Cups. It doesn't have to be with this person. It's not what you had stuck in your mind. And I feel like you're realising that because you have all this power and because you're starting to create, you're like not sure anything could ever come of this now, like, because of how much you've grown. And then how that's mirroring onto your twin is that your twin's emotions are running really high, because they truly believe that, I think you would tell them to fuck off. Basically, is how that energy feels. Oh, the energy is really, really, really sad all of a sudden. Sorry, it's coming through. It's really making me upset. Because there's one of you that really, really wants union, and I feel like one of you's gone through like the agony and the yearning for union, but then has got to this point where they're like, well, I'm creating this now, and you're not here, and you didn't pull through, and maybe it's fine, it's just not in this lifetime vibe. But you know that they're your twin, but you're just moving forward. You're awake, but the other person is really in full yearning here for like just you, but I'm not sure how awake, and the answer is no. And that confirms that your twin is just, I think, believes that you will say no. And how the energy feels is that it feels like you would say no if they, it feels like you would say no. I feel like you've healed enough and you've reinvented yourself, the reinvention card here, to the point where you understand a lot of the journey, but you understand that it's your time to create now, and that this whole thing is like not at a point that can give you your fulfillment. So you're finding it in other, you're creating other ways and awakening, and I feel like you're just looking out to the universe to bring in what you deserve, and quite rightly. Whilst the other person just dies and yearns in agony of like, fuck, I messed up, this sympathy, heartbreak, they're just completely fucked and in pain, but you was there. And then we've got divine timing and understanding. And this is really where it's coming through, because obviously twins, I mean, everyone's got different journeys, different blueprints, right? But it really feels like this twin flame journey is about like you waking up and understanding it, but because you can understand the basics of the twin flame journey, and then you can go in deep and understand like really what it is, and how like the physical realm is just irrelevant. And it feels like you kind of, if you haven't got there yet, you will get there. And you understand that whatever I saw about the timing, and I feel like you're aware that this person is not the right time, and even if they come forward, you probably are going to say no, because they could be coming out of shit, like they're not ready, they haven't done the work, and you're just like, you're going to be like, no. But they feel this, so I don't know if they will actually come forward. But you just, if you don't fully understand yet, like the journey and the ins and outs and the really in-depth, you will. And I do believe that you will just carry on co-creating. Like, this is one of them. You might come into union in this lifetime, because you are moving through. You are ticking all the boxes, yeah? Obviously, this is a general read, so this can be different. I'm not saying this is for everyone, but it feels like a good part of this energy is like, you're just going to fucking move forward. Like, you might even be pulling in now like a strong soulmate, life partner, that you're just going to create a lovely, amazing life, but you still have love for your twin, and you're going to understand that connection. Let's get one more. Yeah, I feel like in this twin flame connection, it was about really clearing your childhood trauma. But pride and ego was a massive, for the masculine here, pride and ego was a massive thing for the masculine, and the commitment issues that I feel you both have was really part of your journey. And yeah, like you guys know, it's not about getting union with your twin, it's about reaching union with yourself. Let me clear this away, and then I'm going to read this. Yeah, like, I don't feel like you may not have actually reached that point yet, but you really are, like, pending it. Like, you kind of just get it, and you're really powerful, and you're just releasing all the illusions and the ideas that you conjured up in your head, and you're just like, I'm going to create the fucking life that I want with the right person that comes in. Yeah, and it's like, I know you're my twin flame. You are aware that this person is your twin flame, but that doesn't mean you're doing the work. You've been doing the work, like, so you're aware, you understand, and you're going to understand even more. But yeah, you're not lying to yourself anymore. Like, like I said, these fake ass illusions, like, say that, just here's an example, say the other person's like in a marriage, yeah, like they're married or they've got kids and they're in like deep commitment, like you might have been yearning for them and just been like, I just want them to come back, but now that you've done enough work, you're like, yeah, but what the fuck, how's that going to work? What, they're just going to just walk out of that straight into me, like into a commitment with you? How's that going to fucking work? Like if they've got kids, they've got marriage, they've got ties, and you're like, and you've done all this work and you're creating this life, and you're about, if you haven't, you are about to start really pumping some passion and create a really lovely life. What, that person can't come and bring you shit like now. I understand the connection now, and this is what I feel like. I feel like you just understand. You understand, and that's what it's about, and you get it, and you're going to use the understanding of the twin flame journey to create this amazing life. And I feel for a lot of you, it will be with like soulmates, and not your twin flame. It'll be like life partners, but you will do so much work and work through a lot of stuff. Yeah, and also I know I am getting I lied to. There's something your twin definitely lied about, and they understand, like they get it now. Like they definitely lied about some shit, and they're feeling pretty rough about it, and they're aware of like how much they were lying to themselves as well. That's coming through. Yeah, that's it for pile 1. Let's go pile 2. The rose quartz wand. Right. Let's go. Rose quartz pile 2. How am I doing? Okay. There you go there. So you just sit in the water. Straight off the bat, I'm feeling you really need to kind of like relax a bit, and you really need to master the art of unconditional love and work on that. Yeah, guys, like I'm not saying you completely haven't, but you've got to work on that, the loving energy that needs to come out, that you need to chuck out. Yeah, what you chuck out, you get back. So we have light, relax, everything's okay, and listen to your true feelings. I feel you're a bit lost and a bit confused at the minute. Fire on that, please. Yeah, it feels like, I feel like you've got a lot of people around you that are always trying to put their nose in, always trying to tell you what to do or where to go. You need to kind of relax, let the light flow through you, and trust and follow your guidance. Like, don't ignore these nosy ass people that are trying to get their noses in. Like, you do need to take some more time to relax. You're starting to see things a little like more clearer now. Yeah, you're starting to see it more clearly. If you are not single, you will be shortly. Or if you've been single a while, I feel like you're in the 9 of Pentacles energy here, which is, well, 9 of Pentacles is like single, owning your shit, like you've got money coming in, you've secured yourself. Like there's only one more step, which is the 10 of Pentacles. Like you're doing pretty damn fucking amazing. And you're now, do you know what this feels like? You've done basically loads of work. Take this out of resonance, people. You've done like so much work on yourself, and then like you just got to a point where you're like, oh, do you know, I want commitment in this way, and I'm just gonna manifest this now. Like I'm owning my shit. I've done my work, but now you've got a bit anxious out of nowhere. Like after you've done all this work and it's like you've kept your cool and your calm like through a lot of work, and then all of a sudden you've been thrown a bit of a curveball. Like you've been thrown a little bit of a curveball from the other side, and you're like having a bit of a meltdown about it. But just relax. Like I said, don't let other people like change your like where you think you're going or your opinions. Like follow your guidance, manifest what you want, because you can, and you are beginning to manifest like a real commitment here that I feel that you want. This is interesting. Okay, so it feels like for those of you that are newly single, you may be walking away and you've got clear about, there's some kind of home environment that's just not secure and settled, and it's too structured, it's too controlling, and I feel like you're walking away from that. You're for those of you that are in a commitment, you're seeing that this is not love, this is just pure control. There's no emotion here. It's not right. This is not how a commitment should be, and you're walking away from that. And then for other views, it's like someone's flicked a switch and now you're just getting clarity on what commitment really is about. It's not how you used to think or how you used to see, and now you get, and you're just moving away from. That's why you're having a weird panicky, like you've got a bit anxious. So the ones that are or have been in a commitment, yeah, you've been getting a bit anxious because you know you've got to leave, you've got to walk from this like home environment that's been that you've been living in, and so you've been really nervous and anxious, but you've got clarity, you know you've got to move and you're going to. And then for those of you that haven't, it's like you've got nervous and anxious because you had this like bullshit illusion in your mind about like this home life or security or whatever, how it should be, or like, yeah, your expectations, and you've just got well nervous all of a sudden because you realise, fuck, that's not even right. Like, I've been chucking out that energy for a while and that is not right. That's not what I want. This is not right. That's not a wish fulfillment. So you've got a bit anxious out of nowhere, but it's fine, just move through it, like, and leave it all behind, which you are. You're heading towards your actual wish fulfillment in your life. What do you need to release? Bring love into the situation. You or your loved ones are safe. So this is for you. I feel like for some of you that might have kids, like I said, the ones that you've been in a relationship, or there's some kind of kids involved here, and you're worried how things are going to affect, like if you break up with someone, how it's going to affect them. Don't worry about shit like that. Everyone's protected. You're moving through your journey, follow your guidance, you're good, you're fine, your kids are going to be fucking fine. It's way better that people break up and leave like non-secure happy homes than stay in them, you know. Clarifying what you need to release. I feel like you're just working through this. You're releasing like old viewpoints, yeah, like, oh yeah, the devil wanted to come out there, like all your old, because you've been doing the work, all your old toxic, like the person you used to be and how your mind used to run is like being detoxified. So you're getting the clarity and you're like, oh, I don't fucking want that. That's not what I want. And so you're getting a bit freaked out, but actually like, shit, that's what I wanted for so long, and now I'm like, I don't fucking want that. So you need to release this. Just love yourself, let that energy flow, the emotions flow, and you're going to be fine. You're really working on what is the one for you. How do they need to be? What do they need to give you in your life? Like, it's not just attached to your twin flame. Like, that's how you're kind of, yeah, you're like, I don't just want my twin flame. That's what it feels like. You're like, I don't just want my twin flame. And I feel like for those of you that are in separation, it feels like you haven't spoke for fucking ages. And it's been hard because you just haven't heard from them. And I feel like you ain't hearing from them anytime soon. And that's why you're at this point where it's like, do you know what? I don't even want this. Like, the person couldn't even make the effort. They couldn't even contacted me when I wanted them, or when the fucking world's having a complete fucking pandemic. They couldn't even make the effort to let me know they cared or to check in on me. And so you are just like walking away from this. You're releasing it, and you're taking a leap of faith towards like fun, happy, new beginning, trusting your intuition. Where I ain't fucking just waiting around for this or being in this fucking home run. I want my cup filled up, my emotional fulfillment, my happiness. So I'm walking away from feeling like I've been left out in the cold or feeling that way in my home life. And you're blocking off. You're just blocking off any bullshit. Like, you're not being heartbroken about this connection anymore. Yeah. 10 of Swords. Right, this shit just got confusing, hang on. It just feels like you're basically owning your shit, and you are like just considering other avenues now. It's like you weren't considering a single other avenue. It was all your twin, and now you're like, yeah, no. Like, I see clearer now, and that's not what the journey's actually about. Like, you know, that's this pile too. You're learning to surrender and just follow the guidance. Your self-worth still needs a bit of work. Again, the same as the other part, understanding and divine timing. And they was the same then. They reach a point where they're not waiting around. Like, you've either gone through the dark, I think, yeah, like you've gone through the dark night of the soul, and you're just forgiving yourself, and you're working on forgiving your twin. Like, you're working on your inner child, and what I'm getting from this is the inner child's walking towards the sun, like the light. You're like, nah, look, conclusions. You've got to a very clear conclusion. We've got the winter card here, but I don't get too much off that. Take it if it resonates for you. Clarifying is playfulness card. Oh, okay. So now it's coming through. It's your twin hugely regrets playing around, like messing around. I just heard kicking you out, like kicking you out of your life or whatever. But they regret just playing with your emotions, playing, whether it was playing around. I don't feel like this person's actually truly ever expressed like how much their feelings are for you and how much they actually knew it was you. We got the answer is yes card here, and I feel like this is just confirming that your divine masculine is really, really fucking aware that they hugely fucked up. Let's get one more. The answer is yes. Oh, and then the answer is no tried to come out, and then the muse. So now the message has changed to, it was all about them, yeah, for you as you worked through your energy. It was all about them, and you just wanting to have them. You wanting to say yes to them. Like, you wanted them to just come high, like come to you and propose maybe. And that was what it was all about. And now you're growing and you're understanding and you're working on yourself, and you're now creating this new life for yourself. And you're like, yeah, I think the answer's no. Like, even if you did come to me, because I'm just moving through my fucking journey. Let's go. Oh, you've got your little free messages. We can do this if we work together. And from this, I'm just getting, that's how you used to feel, but now you're like, I don't really see how we can work together. Like, I just feel like you're like, I don't see how we can work together. Like, the whole world had a pandemic and you didn't even contact me. Will you forgive me? Let's see what I want. Can we just kiss and make up? And I feel like the other this is like your twin is just like, can you forgive me for everything I did, the fucking around and the playing around? Can we just kiss and make up? And your energy is just like, oh, again, well, what are you gonna do? You haven't even come to me properly when the whole world's having a meltdown, yet you want to kiss and make up. And how's that gonna work then? Like, and how is that gonna work? How are we gonna work together with you just coming to me and being like, let's kiss and make up? No. So that's where your energy is at the minute. But your twin is in suffering, man. Like, I feel huge regret for just, I want to say messing around, but it just is like playing with your emotions, playing around, playing the field, and they really regret it. But yeah, you're just working through your journey nicely, and you're just like, yeah, no, like, sorry, they're telling me to pull but something extra for you guys. So you're tired, you've been through a lot, but you're now starting to manifest your new life with all that understanding and all the lessons, everything you've learned via your twin flame journey. There's some stuff you haven't got clarity. You haven't got clarity on the ending yet. It's like, this is why you're anxious, because you're like, you've been functioning off of the connection for the twin flame, yeah, and you always hoped and thought, oh, it was going to be you and you wanted them back. So you're a bit confused because you're getting to this point, like we said, of like, yeah, I'm just going to like leave this and I'm going to fill my own cup up and I'm going to take a leap, right? But you're not clear, you haven't got clarity because the energy hasn't finished like it's time, if that makes sense. It hasn't fully flowed through and come to an ending. So that's why you haven't got clarity, because it's not how you expected it to be. It's not, you've not finished clearing that out, but you didn't see it cut. You just thought that your twin was going to come back and that was going to be that. Like, you'd be in union, and now you're like, fucking what? This is not what I expected, but it's also what's better for me. And you're going to get your new beginning. I feel like there's going to be some conflicts, because I feel like you are going to, see, we got the Star and we got the Two of Cups, but I don't feel like this is your twin. I feel like there's going to be external conflict, because I feel like you're going to find someone else that's very, very compatible. Yeah, compatible, is that the right word? If I heard yin and yang, like, very, you know how you get some people that are couples that, like, they're complete opposites, but it works because one's really laid back, one's really not. This is different. This is like the yin to the yang, like, you're both actually really similar, but it works. Like, obviously not completely, but there's just a lot of similarities about you and how you work. And I mean, it was coming through. It's like the older one out of this, but if you're coming into this, if you've met this person yet or whatever, the older one, when they look at the younger one in this relationship, they really see themselves, like they see their younger selves in them. So they're really like, want to pump it through in passion, because they just see themselves in the other person. But I feel like this is going to cause some conflict for everyone else, because I feel like you're just getting to a point of full clarity, and you're just doing what makes you fucking happy. And I feel like there's going to be some jealousy around you for that, but because how well you're just like, well, this is what I want to do now because this is what makes me happy. And other people just get really jealous when you get like that, because they just don't understand. Let's do one more from this one. I'm going to go. I don't know why they're telling me to like pull so much. Okay, yeah, you're starting to understand again. So you just understand what the journey's about. Forgiveness. You are working through and getting to a point of just pure forgiveness, and like, I'm just going to go create again my own my new life and my new beginning, because the answer's no. I don't want this. I don't want that toxicity. I want someone that's going to give me unconditional love properly. And I'm not saying it's not there. Twin flames, you have it in the 5D, and the spiritual connection is always there, but down in the physical ain't shit, really. You just got to work through and do your work, and don't worry about the other person. But yes, 32 was on the clock then. That's it today. It was just a little kind of tapping for the energies where they're at the minute. So yeah, I send you guys so much love and light. Bye.